Hey everybody. First of all, I want to thank everybody that was involved in helping make the kids break such a huge success yesterday. Um, it went over better than I could possibly imagine, and I couldn't have done it by myself. So, thank you to the other people involved. Um, but I got two emails that made me realize how important it really was what we did yesterday, and so I'm asking other people that can to do what we did. I had two parents. It wasn't the children. It was two parents that contacted me that told me that these cards that I'm sending out are the only baseball cards these kids will have ever had because they can't even afford to buy them like those little 99-cent clearance packs when they ask for them at the grocery store. We, at least, okay, I'll say me, but I know I'm not the only one. I have spent thousands of dollars on cards doing this over just the last couple of years since I got involved with YouTube. And, I'm fortunate enough that I'm financially able to do that. But I didn't really think about the kids. We think about kids, that need food and that kind of stuff. And absolutely, we need to do anything we can to make sure that they have what they need. But we also, comes to find out, have more kids than I realize that the parents, because they put every dime that they make into providing them with the basic necessities like food and clothing, can't afford to provide anything extra like this um, during the year. And so I will be doing another one of these at some point in the future. But I'm asking other people to step up and do the same thing on their channels. I know a lot of us either have wax boxes laying around that it's not a problem to give away, or we can easily afford to buy, a couple boxes to give away. But, the vast majority of the kids that get into these breaks, um, you know, thankfully aren't in that position. They're able to buy their own cards and that type of thing too, and I understand that. The problem with it is we don't know how to get to the ones that can't unless we just make it available to all of them. Now, I am very cognitive to the fact that my channel isn't nearly as big as what some of the others are, and therefore did not have nearly the response um, that some of the other channels will have. And so, if they do it, I'm sure that people will have to um, put a limit to it or whatever. Even I did that because I had the 16 packs of them in the 1990 tops, and then we had the 1987 box that JT donated, but it had 36 packs in it, so we knew we could only have 36 participants. Well, we got lucky and had exactly 16 kids sign up, so it worked out perfectly that each child got a pack from each box. But it's only because my channel is so much smaller than some of the other ones that it worked out that way. A person who has the size channel of like, BITG or Jabs or Deafness, um, Dave Durango, the ones that have a pretty good size audience, they're going to have a far greater, if they do something like this, they're going to have a far greater response. And so, it's going to be up to them on how they want to do it. The only thing I'm asking is, and then, I'm not, but I don't want to get the impression that I'm calling those channels out to do this. I'm just saying, using them as an example of how much larger their audience is than mine. So if, hypothetically, if they did it, they would have far more kids sign up than I did. And I understand that that would be an issue for a lot of people. So, there's going to have to be a limit set, even if they do it. But after I found out that, you know, there is people who, one of them, the child is 14 years old, and these baseball cards, when they receive them, will be the first ones they have ever gotten. Um, so for that reason, I realized how important, you know, doing simple stuff like this was. I mean, you know, I did it to get kids into the hobby, but truthfully, I didn't realize how that there was kids that didn't have the ability to be in the hobby, even if they wanted to be. And so I just wanted to take this opportunity to thank the parents that, you know, reached out to me and was honest and told me, you know, thank me for doing what I did and explained to me the situation, because it did hit home a lot more than it would have normally. And it made me determine that I'll do it again, even if I have to buy the packs. That's fine. I mean, I have no problem with doing that. Um, Try to find a more comfortable way to do it, because I could barely walk after last night because my back killed me from my MS. But other than that, I mean, it was a small price to pay on my end. So just something to think about for the other channels that can do it. Um, you know, I've had several other people, several other channels tell me that if I did it, you know, they wanted to donate, and that's great. But I think it would be really, really nice if we had different channels that were doing this, and it wasn't, you know, just one or two. You know, if we had, you know, even 10 or 15 different channels that were doing these kids breaks every once in a while, it would really give the ones that can't afford to buy the cards an opportunity to get a variety of packs from different people. And I just think it would be a wonderful thing. So, and I know how kind-hearted the people in this community are. So there's no doubt in my mind that there will be some people that will do that. And if you can't, I understand that completely. I understand right now, especially with the situation, a lot of people can't afford it. And it's no problem. But if you can, it's just something to think about. And I wanted to let you all know what happened after the break. So thanks for the video, and I will talk to you on the next one. See ya.